Good morning, good morning. Man, been a few days, haven't been too much interested in I deem worthy of doing a video of. First off, of course, before we begin, like, comment, subscribe. If you can hit that subscribe button with your knuckles, you're an excellent puncher with knockout accuracy. Okay, so what we're talking about today, the whole Kanye West visit in the White House thing. I mean, honestly, at this point, and I think I've talked about this before, Kanye West, there's something wrong with him, man. The dude needs some help. He needs medicine, dude. He needs a bunch of stuff. Better friends, a wife that actually gives a shit about him. Like, this dude is really sick. And, like, people are, like, making fun of this guy. I mean, he does stupid shit, but, I mean, if you look at the man's history, this man was single-handedly responsible for his mother. Well, I'm not gonna say single-handedly, but he was partially responsible for his mother's death. From what I understand, he had paid for the surgery that she was trying to get for breast enhancement, and it went wrong, and she ended up dying from it. And man, that's tough. So with that said, you know, that affects. He was a mama's boy, so that affects people different ways, man. And he probably blames himself for it. So that's a tough situation. But the dude doing this whole Donald Trump thing, I mean, is anybody really surprised? I mean, this dude went from George Bush doesn't care about black people to slavery was a choice. That is polar opposites. Like, dude is on some other shit right now. And with that said, I think it should be noted this man has problems, man. Serious problems. And I think he needs some help. Period. I mean, I don't personally make fun of him. I don't even take nothing Kanye does seriously anymore, because it's like, dude's a shell of himself. Like, he's a completely different person in the same body. So I don't even really think this dude makes a lot of decisions that he's completely coherent of. So with that said, I really don't say too much about him individually, but I will say that video, and you know, Donald Trump's obviously using this for a photo op. These are all going to be videos that have no context except to make Donald Trump look better after he's out of his presidency 50 years from now. They'll say, yeah, Donald Trump wasn't racist. See, he used to meet up with black rappers and athletes all the time, and he used to do this and that. When in reality, he really didn't do shit but piss people off and fuck the economy up even worse. You got interest rates going through the goddamn roof for housing. I mean, shit is fucked up right now, so we all expected this. I mean, the dude doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So with that said, you know, that's pretty much where he is with that. But man, this guy, he also, the thing that really pisses me off, he tried to get Colin Kaepernick to meet up with Trump too. Like, yo, that made me a little irritated. Like, man, what are you doing, bro? Like, motherfucker, people actually have integrity. People actually have dignity. People actually respect themselves enough to not meet up with a piece of shit like Trump. So, I mean, if you want to jump off the cliff, don't try to bring me with you. Fuck that. You jump off by yourself. So, man, and that's why Ebro basically said we're not doing that. I agree with him, man. Like, we're not doing that shit, man. You on that other type of time. We not on that time, bro. We actually mean what the fuck we say. When we say we not down with that shit, we don't fuck with Trump because of the oppression and the separation he's causing in this country, that was probably, I would say, definitely already there, actually. But, I mean, it was just hidden because, you know, it wasn't in style to be racist at one point. I mean, it was there, but it wasn't presented to you out in the open. So he's pretty much brought forward the motherfuckers who were racist and didn't have the balls to say anything to say shit. So, I mean, that's pretty much what we're seeing, man. All these attacks and fights all around the country and shit on the news, on the social media feeds and all that stuff, man. It's basically shit falling apart, man. And goddamn, like, yo, it's a whole lot of chaos right now. It's gotten to the point where when I go to places or certain areas, man, I am very, very much awake and aware of who's there, what flags and signs I'm looking for. Like, yo, if I go to an area like, for instance, Westminster, which is like, if you don't know, it's probably about like 20 minutes from Baltimore. Oh, excuse me, I said 20 minutes. It's probably about like 10 minutes from where I live. But Westminster is like the rural area. It's basically the country. When I go out, I only go out there to go to the DMV when I need to. But yo, if I go out to the DMV and shit out there, man, I'm looking around at what people are wearing. I'm looking for Confederate flags. I'm actually gauging how many people are in the room that are white compared to black, just in case. Like, you just never know when some shit will happen, man. So these are things you gotta be aware of, man, when you gotta deal with people like that. So, you know, I pretty much be cautious. But yo, it's shit is crazy right now, man. Bottom line, it's all over the place. And there's no, really at this point, there's no telling when the shit will be better. Oh boy, I'm tired as a motherfucker. I had a fucking plate of goddamn ribs yesterday. I shouldn't have ate that shit. I couldn't get out of bed this morning. I stopped fucking with that pork, man. I did for a while, but I figured, yeah, I don't eat it a lot. Let me try it that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that. So I'm tired as hell. Might go get a coffee. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you feel like Kanye West is, well, how do you feel about him meeting with the president, first off? And do you feel like he's right or wrong for doing so? And, you know, we can debate about it. If you want to talk or you want to say something or you got your opinion, I'd be glad to give you mine or answer your opinion as to what I think. We can go from there pretty much. I got no problem discussing these things. Meanwhile, I'm going to go punch this clock. I will holler at you guys later. Peace.